We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this afternoon on the Midweek Huddle, I have a question for you. Are you a content creator who's struggling to find the right type of live streaming software that's going to help you take your live stream show to the next level? Well, if the answer is yes, this midweek huddle has the answers for you on helping you find the right live stream software, in particular, that has 5 great live stream features. And we're going to share those live stream features today here on the midweek huddle. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, then we want to welcome you to the show. And as we said in our opening, we're going to be talking about helping you find the right live stream software that's going to help you take your live stream shows to the next level. Not only find the right live stream show, but I want to share 5 great features of this live stream software that I'm using, which is StreamYard, and we're going to get in that today. So as you are joining us in the chat on YouTube, let me know where you're watching us from. Let me know if you are a part of hashtag Team Live, or if you're checking the replay out. Excuse me. If you're checking the replay out, got a little tickle on my throat. If you're checking the replay out, give us a hashtag Team Replay. But those of you who are a part of Team Live, just let us know in the chat where you're watching us from, as we're going to be getting into 5 great live streaming features that StreamYard has as a live streaming software. So with that said, let's fire up the Stream Deck by getting everything set up. As you are joining us in the chat here on YouTube, and let's fire up the Stream Deck as we get into our discussion. 5 great live streaming features on StreamYard. Now, let me give this opening disclosure. This live stream is not sponsored by StreamYard, but I felt, as a person who's been using StreamYard for now a little over a year, that, hey, look, we might as well share our personal testimony about StreamYard and some of the features and the benefits that we really like about this software. In particular, with StreamYard having so many features, we're just going to highlight just 5 of them, which I believe if you're starting out on live streaming, these 5 streaming features are important to you as a person that is live streaming. And so let's get into tip number 1 on this masterclass discussion on 5 great streaming features. Tip number 1, one particular feature that I really like about StreamYard and quite a bit of others who are using StreamYard is the ability to multi-stream. On different platforms. You can be able to select your destination when you first go into your StreamYard to start setting up your live stream, and you can be able to select your destinations from Facebook to Twitter to YouTube. If you're a person that's live streaming on LinkedIn, you can be able to select your destinations on where you want to live stream at. On top of that, if you're a person who has a Facebook group or a Facebook page along with your Facebook profile, you can be able to select your destinations to be able to multi-stream. The other thing that I like about this feature is it gives us as live streamers the ability to be able to reach a broader audience on each of these platforms that we are actively on. Now, that's a key point. It's one thing to be multi-streaming and you're actively a part of that platform, but to multi-stream and you're not really actively on it, engaging on the platform, I feel you're not really going to get the real benefit of it. But if you are actively on LinkedIn, then certainly you want to maybe choose YouTube and LinkedIn, and maybe say Facebook. If you're actively on Twitter, and if you're actively on YouTube, then you select your destinations that you're actively on, where you can reach that broader audience that you're engaging on. And so, in particular, right now, here, this midweek huddle, we are live streaming not only to YouTube, but we are live streaming on Twitter this afternoon, just for the purpose of demonstration. Now, normally, when we do our live streams every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on the huddle, we're normally exclusively doing it on YouTube. But because this is a testimonial on some of the features we really enjoy about StreamYard, and the 5 great features that we feel that are a real big benefit to us, we wanted to also go live on Twitter as well. And so it gives us the ability to reach a broader audience. Not only that, it helps us to be able to engage more with that broader audience through the chat, and them being able to engage with us in the chat, in the comment section, if they are checking us out on the replay of hashtag Team Replay. So the first feature that is definitely a game changer for you as a live streamer, if you're just starting out and doing your first live stream or doing your first couple of live streaming, is multi-streaming. It's multi-streaming where you can reach your broader audience that you're already engaging on through the platforms you want to live stream to, and be able to engage with them. And so, as you're joining us on the chat here on YouTube, where we're live streaming at, do me a favor in the chat, let us know where you're watching us from, and give us a hashtag team live. And to those of you, my online listeners who are checking us out, listening to us while you're at work, while you're doing a project at home outside, when you get a chance, give us a hashtag team live before we end this broadcast, because we truly appreciate you checking us out while you're in the gym working out, or at work doing some work while we are streaming live. So before we go off the air, ending the broadcast, give us a hashtag team live. Tip number 2, or feature number 2, that I want to share is a great feature, a part of StreamYard, is the ability to be able to put in your live stream information on StreamYard, where you can be able to put down in your information about your compelling title, you being able to put down your searchable description of information in the StreamYard information section, and also being able to upload your custom thumbnail. You don't even have to turn around to go back to YouTube, enter all of that information in the YouTube studio, and enter that in the that section. You can do it all right here on StreamYard. So another great feature that I feel when you are going to be multi-streaming, or if you're going to be streaming to one platform, to be able to go into that live streaming information, fill in your compelling title, fill in your searchable description, such as your hashtags, your bullet points, fill in the information that, so when it's time after the stream ends and the broadcast is ended, you can be able to set up your YouTube chapters or your time codes. You can begin to set all of that in the live streaming information section, and being able to upload your custom your custom thumbnail in that section. And I think, hey, with a feature like that, you can't go wrong, where you don't have to be going back and forth between YouTube and StreamYard. You don't have to go back between StreamYard and, say, another platform like LinkedIn. And so this is truly, truly a game changer. If you're live streaming for the first time, this is a great feature to have a part of StreamYard. And like I said, this live stream is not sponsored by StreamYard, but we're just taking some time during the midweek huddle today just to share our testimonial about how we've benefited and why we really like StreamYard as a live streaming platform, and why we use our basically our streams every Saturday morning and every Wednesday afternoon with the midweek huddle. So we went over the 2 tips here. Here's what I want to do now. I want to go right over to StreamYard, and if you can see this in the chat, where we have the actual dashboard opened up, where we already have today's stream listed for 5 great live streaming features. But I want to go into these first 2 tips and just walk you through them as we're doing it. And so if you're checking us out on YouTube or on Twitter, in the comments section, just let us know that you can see this screen. And so what we're going to do is we're going to select a new broadcast. And here, right here, when we talked about being able to multi-stream. So I have my Facebook page, I have my Facebook group page, I have my Huddle with the Walter Strong regular author or business page, I have Twitter, and I have YouTube along with it. And so there I can basically select my destination. So let's say I'm doing this Saturday. So there's YouTube. Then I put in my title. So my title is going to be in, put in my title here. How to go live for the first time. How to go live for the first time live streaming. Okay, so we got a very searchable title, so that way of very evergreen title that can be optimized. And so an individuals who's needing some help on being able to live stream, there we got our title. So now we have our compelling title. Let's put in our searchable description. There's my searchable description. Just slight deviation or change in the top in the title there. So I have 5 tips on how to go live on your first live stream. How to go live. How to go on. Yeah, there we go. So we put on right here. Your first live stream. Perfect. So we're going to change that. So you see how I'm just filling all of this out? And so I'm filling this out right here. And it gives me to be able to put my searchable description for the metadata. For the metadata, I got my hashtags and I got my bullet points that I want to talk about. Thing I like about, when you have a type of software that helps you with spelling errors like Grammarly, you can correct that. So boom, I have my 5 bullet points there. So there I have my beginning of how I've chose my destination, how I've went into to fill in my live stream information, and so I'm just doing this step by step. And so these are 2 great features that I really love about StreamYard. And so this is the reason why we wanted to share this, a part of the midweek huddle. Hey, if you're getting great value this afternoon here on the midweek huddle, here on the live stream, that we're talking about 5 great features, live streaming features that StreamYard provides for us as live streamers, do me a favor, smash the like button, click the thumbs up, share this on your favorite social media channel for me. And if you are checking us in the live this afternoon, a part of the midweek huddle, let us know where you're watching us from. If you're watching us on YouTube, give us a hashtag Team Live. Or if you're checking us out on Twitter today, which we are multi-streaming on Twitter today, just in the comments section, give us a hashtag Team Live in the comment section and give us I think it's a like or a heart reaction on Twitter that you're getting great value. Let's go into tip number 3. Tip number 3, or feature number 3, is to schedule your live stream. StreamYard gives us the feature where we can be able to schedule our live stream. Now, some people like to schedule this live stream 7 days in advance. Some people like to schedule their live streams 14 days in advance. Some people even schedule their live streams 30 days in advance, depending on, your preference and your audience that you're trying to connect with, and the multi-stream, the platforms that you're going to be streaming on. You can schedule those accordingly so that the notifications can go out. The notifications can go out to those that who are subscribers of your channel. The notifications can go out to those maybe who consistently watch your content but may have not subscribed. So those notifications can go out. And then on top of that, you can be able to set your date and time of when you're going to go live. And so another great added feature that StreamYard provides for you and me as content creators, as live streamers, but also where we can set our privacy. Our privacy, if we're going to go are we going to publish it immediately? Are we going to make it private just for only those who subscribed? Or are you going to have it unlisted and then publish it later? Now, my normal format of how I normally schedule my live streams is I go through the StreamYard information and I unlist my live stream so that way it's not published immediately. So then I can go back in the YouTube studio, and then I can begin to work on my relevant tags that are relevant. Add any additional keyword phrases in my searchable description, adding any additional links that I need to add within my searchable description section. And once I've done all of those things, I then go back to StreamYard, or I can stay within the YouTube studio and I can publish my live stream that I scheduled live. And it's easy peasy. 1, 2, 3 is ABC. And so another great feature of being able to select your platform that you want to multi-stream, be able to fill in your live stream information, schedule your live stream. So let's do this right quick. So we're going to shorten this. Let's go back over to this tab. So where we left off with our searchable description, now you go down to your privacy section. And so you see there, it gives me the ability to make it public, or if I want to unlist it or make it private. So like I said, I normally make this private. And then if I come down here, I can then schedule the live stream. So am I gonna do the live stream today, or in this case, I normally do it on Saturday. So let's go ahead and schedule this live stream. Since they have it today, let's schedule this for this Saturday. There, the calendar comes up. I put it in for the 20th. Set the time for 11 o'clock. Just that easy. This is a great feature when you're scheduling your live streams that you can use with StreamYard. And let me just go right into tip number 4 that I want to. The other thing that you can do with this is that you, as I said before I go into tip number 4, we talked about uploading your custom thumbnail. So I can upload my thumbnail right here. And so here's my thumbnail. I'm going to just click on that. And boom, upload my thumbnail. It comes up right there. And I apply it. So there you have it. Me being able to select my destinations, fill in my live stream information, put in my compelling title, put in my searchable description information, my bullet points. I can choose to even make it publish, private, or unlisted, schedule my live streams, and then it's just a matter of at that point of hitting create broadcast. Now, because this is just a demonstration, I'm not going to publish this. But what I will do is going to give you an idea. Boom. So if I would have published it, this is today's live stream, which says 5 great live streaming features that you can be able to use in live streaming. So I just wanted to give you a simple demonstration of how StreamYard works. If you're looking for a great live streaming software to be able to use, something that's ease of use, something that has stability, and that gives you a professional look. And so, I felt it was good to be able to share what we're using on a weekly basis of our live streams. And so this is definitely 3 great tips that we've kind of shared this afternoon here on the Midweek Huddle. we got to say good afternoon to the man that is a part of Team Live this afternoon. My good man, not Dr. Dre, but Dr. ELO. The ELO is in the house this afternoon here on Team Live. Good afternoon, sir. We appreciate you checking out the Midweek Huddle. And those of you who also may be watching us in the chat, just let us know in the watch where you're watching us from and give us a hashtag Team Live. So we went over 3 tips there. We've talked about, the feature of multi-streaming. We talked about being able to fill in your live streaming information, being able to schedule your live stream. Let's go over the tip number 4. Once you've done all of that, it's a matter of just getting yourself set up, ready to go live. Whether if you're going to go live right there on the spot, or if you're going to schedule your live stream in a couple of days, boom, so you can get those notifications out and you can be able to get that audience response of people responding to say, hey, I want to be notified when it's time for you to go live. Boom, you can set up your intro videos. Just like when we go live, we have our intro video that we play, and then you can basically do your live stream, do your run of shows. But I also want to share another great feature that StreamYard has is this, say you want to share a video file that's a part of your live stream. So what I want to do now is, for example, I'm going to share a video file that you can share as part of during your live streams with StreamYard. So I want you to check out this video file that we have here. Let's make sure we can get this right. My channel. How can I promote my channel? How can I get more views? How can I get more subscribers? How can I get more engagement and audience? Repurpose your content. Repurpose your content. Repurpose your content. So boom, there you have it. You can be able to share a video file, a part of your stream presentation. If you're doing a tutorial, if you're doing a how-to, maybe you're doing a reactionary video. StreamYard gives you the ability to share a video file while you're doing a live stream presentation. Another great feature that I feel that's just an added bonus to using something like StreamYard. And so, hey, I realize there's a lot of choices out there in terms of being able to stream. I've kind of been on YouTube for this past week, and I was surprised some people are still using Zoom to be able to live stream to YouTube and to Facebook. I know some people still use Zoom for Facebook, but I was surprised some people are even still using Zoom for our live streaming onto YouTube. And I'm not trying to knock it in anything, but one of the things from my past experience in using Zoom is that you don't have the ability to pull up comments. So if you have people responding on YouTube, and if you don't have a second monitor to be able to pull up and to see who's in the chat like we see right now, then how are you going to be able to respond to your comments on Zoom? How are you going to be able to say to your good man all the way from London, Mr. Ash Bolin is joining us here, a part of the Midweek Huddle? See, Zoom doesn't give you the ability to do that. But see, with StreamYard, you have the ability to pull up chats and comments as people make comments while they're checking you out while you're live. He said, hey, I'm a part of Team Live. Well, you don't have the ability to do that with Zoom. And again, Zoom has its place. I'm a Zoom moderator. I use Zoom doing different functions for my church when we have prayer meetings, when we have midweek services, or if we can't go be physically be present together as a congregation, and now we have to do a virtual service. I'm the Zoom moderator who does the Zoom. Okay, it's good for meeting purposes. If I need to break out all the deacons and the elders and the ministers and put them in breakout rooms, that's what Zoom is for. But now if we have an audience checking out our services on Facebook Live, and I don't have the ability to pull up the comments to acknowledge them. And so StreamYard, and again, I'm going to get into pulling up comments and pinning comments in the next Wednesday's midweek huddle. But just a bonus feature that if you're a person who's live streaming and you're using a platform that gives you some level of live streaming, but it doesn't give you the ability to engage with your audience, you really want to try StreamYard. And I'm saying, hey, look, this is not sponsored, but I'm just sharing. Hey, look, my grandmother used to say, if you want some good home cooking, you got to try some good home cooking that family makes. And then when you go recommend and say, hey, look, you need to check out some collard greens, some macaroni and cheese, and some grilled chicken that my grandmother makes. That's good home cooking that you tasted yourself. Well, I'm just sharing with you some good home cooking on live streaming that we've used here on the Huddle, and how this is, I feel, the live streaming software. If you want ease of use, if you want stability, and you want that professional look, StreamYard is the streaming software you want to use. There are others that are out there, but we need it simple. We need, there's the saying, KISS. Keep it simple, strong. You want to keep it simple. And if you want to keep it simple, notice I didn't call you the other word, but if you want to keep it simple, you want to go with StreamYard. Again, being able to engage with the comments. Yes. And see, being able to engage even when others are engaging with one another in the chat, like the ELO with my good man, Ash. You can't do that with Zoom. You can't do that. You have, and again, and especially if you don't have the second monitor to pull up whatever live streaming platform that you were live streaming. And I don't know of any updates that Zoom will give you the ability to live stream to LinkedIn or some of these other platforms. I know you can live stream on Facebook. You can live stream on YouTube, but you can't live stream to other social media platforms like Twitter. Okay. And then be able to engage with the audience. And so you definitely want to be able to have these things where you can share your videos. Another tip that I wanted to share that you can be able to do, especially when you're having a live stream, is to be able to play background music. If you want to be able to have some background music in your live stream when you're going live, just give this a second to play. There we go. Boom. So if I want to play some background music in my live stream, I can do that. You can do that with StreamYard. And see, StreamYard initially started out with some streaming music that they put that was royalty free, where you didn't have to worry about copyright claims, but they've now opened it up where you can upload your own royalty free music that you get from Epidemic Sound, maybe from Creator Mix with Nick and D Nimmin, Soundstripe, but we use Epidemic Sound, and it gives us to be able to have a nice live streaming feel of music that we want to have. Another great feature that you can be able to have a part of your live stream, music that just has a nice feel to it, and have an engaging conversation with a guest that you may bring on. All of these great features that we wanted to share when you go live. So when you're going live, if you want to play your intro and outro, or you'll be right back for video clips, sharing video files or music. And so my question to you is, especially if you're using Zoom, and again, I'm not trying to knock anyone. I use Zoom primarily for meeting purposes. I'm not using it for live streaming purposes anymore. Why are you doing that still? Now you say, well, Walter, it's about cost. It's about cost right now. I get that. I get that. Well, StreamYard does have a free plan. You're going to have your logo of the Puddles duck in the top corner. But then when things get right with the finances, and to me, for me, I just made a sacrifice and said, hey, look, I can't have Starbucks every week. I can't have my venti toffee nut latte with a pumpkin loaf, which basically is the cost of StreamYard. If you have McDonald's up here in New York, and you buy that for the whole family at least twice a week, that's $60. So if you eliminate McDonald's, there's your epidemic sounds that you can pay for a month and have royalty-free music, and there's your StreamYard, StreamYard by just eliminating McDonald's. You know, eliminating Burger King. You don't have to have it your way with Burger King. If you're serious about live streaming and you want to have some royalty-free music and you want to have a good live streaming software, StreamYard is definitely choice instead of using Zoom. And again, Zoom has its place. But if you want to have a live stream that's going to stick out, then you want to definitely invest into StreamYard. We got to say good afternoon to the man, Sammy the Superstar, who's a part of the Huddle this afternoon. Sammy, I need a big favor for you. I heard your announcement this morning on your YouTube video about your big live stream show that you're having on Thursday. Please put that in the chat, the information, the time, so that we can let people know here in the Huddle community, know about your big live stream launch party that you're going to be having at 7 p.m. I think you said on Thursday, but put the information. I know you're going to have the special guest, Dr. ELO and others. So we want you to just share that in the chat. We definitely will be there supporting you. Just to be able to support. And hey, look, I know you may have your schedule filled in terms of people coming on, but if you have a little room for a small little live streamer like myself to come on, we'll come on and definitely celebrate you in person and just share in what we're excited about what you're doing, Sammy, and what you're doing with your relaunch. So put that information in the chat so that we can be able to share it with the Huddle community about checking you out Thursday at 7 p.m. But we're grateful for you being here on the live stream this afternoon. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream show, I need you to do me a favor. Smash the like button, click the thumbs up, and share this on your favorite social media channel. And also, if you haven't got an opportunity to subscribe to this channel, and click the alert notification button, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Why, you say? Because we're committed to helping you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. So if that is a goal for you as a content creator, a person doing live streaming, we're committed to helping you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. So we want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into tip number 5. Tip number 5, there we go. Another great feature that I like about StreamYard, and it's after the live stream has ended, the stream doesn't end. Once you end the broadcast, there's still more work to do in terms of being able to download your broadcast, so that way you can start making some edits to it, so you can start repurposing it, being able to make shorter clips. If you're a person into podcasting, you can download the audio and put that on your podcast. Again, so many great things that you can do from the downloading purpose. And see, this is where this video clip comes in from a previous live stream that we did. So we downloaded the stream, and how can I promote my channel? How can I promote my channel? How can I get more views? How can I get more subscribers? How can I get more engagement and audience? Repurpose your content. Repurpose your content. Repurpose your content. So boom, I was able to download it, send it to my editor, and he began to go through the clips and everything. And so we thought it was important to encourage content creators who may be frustrated, who may not be seeing the views and the growth on their channel. And they upload some videos here and there, but they're doing a lot of live streaming, and the live streaming is maybe an hour to 3 hours, but you're expecting an audience to watch a 3-hour live stream, and then you want to move to the next. Hey, look, I'm not throwing any shade, and I'm not standing in a place of judgment, a tent of judgment. I've made some of the same stupid mistakes. I go from one live stream to the next, and then I don't repurpose the content. I leave all that meat on the bone. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner. Let me get me some water here. There we go. It's like a good Thanksgiving dinner. You only eat one time, but you leave all that turkey on a bird. You leave all that stuffing in the pan, and you just throw it in the refrigerator, and then you go out and you'll go get some McDonald's. When you got so much meat left and so much side dishes left, and you're not doing anything with it. And so you want to be able to, StreamYard gives you the feature of being able to download your broadcast. It gives you the ability to repurpose from it, repurposing it from a podcasting standpoint, repurposing from a short clip standpoint, repurposing from the standpoint of maybe creating another video piece of content. Or if you are a person who's into blogging, if you want to have it transcribed. There's so many ways. Once you start that download process, you can get that meat off the bird and be able to have another meal, not just for yourself, but for your audience. Notice I said not for yourself, but for your audience. And it's not got, and it doesn't have to be cold. You can be able to prepare it, a nice, warm, prepared meal from all that meat that was left on that bird. And you're serving your audience. You're giving your audience value. How? By repurposing your content. Repurposing your content. You want to get more views? You want to get more growth? Repurpose your content. And that's what it's all about there. I also like the feature in the past broadcast where you can share and embed your live stream show on your website and embed it on your website. And again, being able to get the traffic that you have on your website over to your YouTube channel. And so there's so much there that you can do with it. And so we wanted to share just 5 features. I mean, there's so much more that StreamYard provides its audience, right? But we just picked 5 along with the bullet points that we chose under them. And there's more. But again, these 5 bullet points we wanted to cover: multi-streaming. Like I said, normally we do our live streaming on YouTube exclusively, but we chose Twitter today as just as an example. So if you are seeing us on Twitter, give us a hashtag Team Live on Twitter, or if you're checking out the replay, hashtag Team Replay on Twitter. It also gives you the ability to fill in your live streaming information, just like we did during the demonstration, and being able to schedule your live stream, and then boom, it's time to go live. It's time to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. You go live. And then after you've ended your broadcast, understanding that the stream doesn't end, you basically start working with that broadcast, downloading it. You basically take the audio to a podcast. You take the audio and maybe transcribe it into a blog, make another couple of video clips, another video that you can upload, and boom. On average, that's like what, 5 pieces of content right there. Those 5 tips, that's 5 pieces of content. But in those 5 pieces of content are Instagram Reels, right? In those 5 piece tips or features, not only are Instagram Reels, are posts, whether on LinkedIn, whether on Facebook or Instagram, and more videos to upload on YouTube. Getting the meat off of the bone. Don't let that turkey, or if and no offense, if you're not a person that's in the turkey, if you're in the lamb, don't leave that meat on the lamb. Don't leave it. Unfortunately, too many of us as content creators are leaving too much meat on the bone. And we just go on to the next. And so we wanted to share here on the Midweek Huddle just some of the features that StreamYard can provide you. And so we see quite a few individuals that are in the chat checking us out and making some comments. And so if you have any additional thoughts and comments. We definitely like to get your feedback. Our good man Ash says, this is truly, truly a great show. I appreciate that, sir. We put our homework in. Put our homework in because, when you're going to share your testimony on a product or service that you're going to provide, I believe, first of all, without you even trying to sell anybody, you got to share from the good home cooking that you've tasted and enjoyed yourself. And so that's why we did our best to put this presentation together, sharing our good home cooking. Boom. The ELO says, all good, my brother. Oh, definitely. And then always great. Dr. Elo, let me tell you, I've been checking you out, sir. I was checking you out on LinkedIn last night. So we learn from one another. And that's how we're able to produce great content. But any additional thoughts or questions, any other power tip features that you think that we may have overlooked, please put them in the chat. There's some other great features that we're going to get on the midweek huddle. There is the ability to, if you're a person who doesn't have an ATM mini like me, but if you want to be able to multicam, we're definitely going to get into the feature of multi-camera. We're going to be able to show you from the studio from behind the scenes, another great feature of StreamYard. And so there's some other stuff that's there that you can be able to do. We're not a person who likes doing countdown timers. We just basically go into our intro and we get into the content. But you can be able to do and set up a countdown timer. So there's so many great features that StreamYard has. And I guess I have to go back, especially to my content creators who are using Zoom, or my content creators who's just live streaming off of one platform. And you want to be able to broaden your reach. You want to broaden your reach, your impact with the audience that you have on other social media platforms. Well, maybe it's time for you to try StreamYard. It's time for you to stream StreamYard. And again, it's not sponsored, but we have a link in the description that gives you a benefit of trying out StreamYard for the first 30 days. And then after that, get to the paid version. You use that paid version, and then we do get a kickback from it. So we want to disclose that. Same thing with Epidemic Sound, where you can be able to try Epidemic Sound for the first, I believe, 30 days. And then after that, you go into the paid version and you get royalty-free music. There. And so we wanted to share just this good home cooking that we are experiencing here on the Huddle. Definitely see engagement in the chat, which we truly are appreciative. And those of you who are our online listeners who've been listening and checking us out, you got the notification, but you are at work, understand, and doing some stuff, part of your 9 to 5. Well, when you get a chance after you get off the clock, definitely go back, watch the replay. You want to go back and watch the replay and don't leave the meat on the bone. Get the replay of this. Give us a hashtag team replay and pull out one of these tips that we've talked about. We even demonstrated some of these tips on the live stream, and just share with us because we want to see you take your live stream to the next level. We want to see you take your live stream to the next level. We want to see you stand out in this very noisy online world of YouTube, of LinkedIn, or whatever social media platform you're live streaming. We need to see you stand out, and to stand out in such a way that your live stream has an effect on your audience where you can be able to take them off the rented space and then bring them over to your platform, your own landing page, your website. You want to bring them over to your website and your landing page, into your email marketing list, so that you can be able to have engagement with them, not always on YouTube, but through a community. And so one of the things that we do as a part of the Huddle community, We're now having the Huddle Hangout every other Saturday. So this Saturday, after the Huddle ends its broadcast at 11 to about 11:45, we have the Huddle Hangout at 12 to about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and we just chat face to face on Zoom with the Huddle community. And our last meeting, we talked about the experience of uploading your first video on YouTube or your first live stream on YouTube. And just those that were there, we just shared. And yes, yours truly shared his first uploaded video, which was a train wreck, but just, be able to share in the Huddle Hangout and where we were when we started and where we are at now and where we're still going. And so this week we're going to be talking about how to just, talk about the journey of finding your niche. What has your journey been like in finding your niche? And so if you are interested in joining us on the Huddle Hangout, definitely let me know. And we will definitely make sure you can join us. Dr. Elo, if your schedule will permit, you are certainly welcome, because you certainly meet the criteria of coming on and being a part of the Huddle Hangout. So we would love to have you. But that's all what we have for this midweek Huddle. And so my question of the day is for you, those of you, especially who are staying with us thus far on the replay, who have given us a hashtag team replay. My question to you is, if you're not using StreamYard and you're using Zoom, what's the hole up? What's the hole up? What's the hole up? Well, what's the hole up that you are basically streaming just on one platform, when that platform basically can shut down, or they can basically shut you down? Now you don't have nowhere to live stream. Whereas with StreamYard, you have the ability to multi-stream. So be so kind, in the chat, in the comment section, give us your respond on that question there. And so as we get ready to get out of here for this midweek Huddle, I want to thank those of you who have been checking us out, being a part of Team Live. I want to thank Dr. Elo. I want to thank my man Ash Bolin. And I want to thank my man Sammy. And those of you who have been online listening, I want to thank you as well. And those of you who are part of the crew, the posse, the online squad, hashtag team replay, want to thank you as well. And so as we close out, want to close out by saying, hey, click the thumbs up, give us a like, let YouTube know your approval of this live stream and why they need to get it in front of other content creators of live streaming, especially if they need a good streaming software like StreamYard. And subscribe to this channel, click the alert notification button. And as we close out by saying, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail in your life. Make a quality decision today and let God's purpose prevail in your life. We will see you this Saturday on the Huddle at 11 a.m.